industry that we're in, and it has changed so much since I came up in the game. Now I'm representing the artist behind me, and I'm teaching him the game, but he got his own style too. So
Yeah,
when you combine the old with the new, we're a
exactly.
first street record with, B.
That's what we're here for, man. We here to bridge that gap, man. That's what we're here for.
Appreciate the platform you giving people, man.
Thank you. So you ready?
Yeah, ready. Yeah, ready.
All right. Let me get ready. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Mixtape Show. This is the Mixtape Show podcast interviews. And as you guys know, what we do here is we talk to the people who are behind the artists, man. And I got a special guest this week, man. We got representative of one of the hottest artists in Harlem right now, Fergie Baby. We got Mr.
Fergie Baby.
Fergie Baby. We got Verry Richmon in the building, man. What's good, bro? How are you, sir?
I'm blessed, man. Best manager in the game right now. Get at me already.
Definitely, man. So real quick, man, let's give the people a background, man. Who's Verry Richmon, man? How'd you get started in this music industry?
Wow, that's a crazy question. All right, let's start with this right here, right?
Okay.
When I was young, I had 3 floors in my house, right? I grew up in a house in Queens, South Jamaica. Shout out to Southside. So upstairs was my brothers. They're older than me. So that's when hip hop really started. So they had a nigga with a cardboard box spinning on his back and shit. They was fucking learning how to DJ. Can I curse?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, they was learning how to DJ or whatever. So I used to go upstairs. I was like maybe 12. I used to sit on the steps and look at them, right? Then I would go downstairs. My mom's in one room playing Smokey Robinson and all that. My pops, who was older than her, is playing Otis Redding type of things. So all these things are influences. Then we go down to the basement. My brother, Uncle Dookie, his name is Uncle Dookie, best guitar player in the world, bro. They had a band. They had brass. They had congas. They had everything, right? So when they would leave to go hang out, I would go downstairs as 12 years old, smoke their roaches, and pretend to be every band member, bro. That's true story. That's how I learned music. Music came to me that way. So I don't have to play an instrument, but I could tell you what to play if you're a musician.
Yeah.
And it did. I'll be like, nah, you out of key, my man. Go like this. Play what I say. Don't play what you want. Go bam, 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 whatever it is. Horn, do this. Drums, do this. That's how I came up in the music, right? So after that, I started working for DR Period, super producer DR Period. When I got in my teens, I think I was maybe 19, whatever. But he started Papoose. You already know that, right? That's far as I know. Right? Papoose was a little kid, man. Right? So he wanted me to be the promotion director. But he said, come up with an idea. So what I came up was parking tickets with Papoose name on it. We had other artists at the time. It was Golden Smiles and Stereo the Big Man and Papoose. So I went and got a parking ticket and I copied the shit like mad times. Dion was like, I'm gonna put some money behind that. And I went to all 5 boroughs with my street team and ticketed everybody, bro. That's how that shit. He was like, yo, you're a smart dude. Shout out to DR Period. Shout out to Fly Sky Rock Boy. That's how it started, man. Then I got into management. Then I got into production. Then I got into video and all kinds of things, bro.
Definitely. But real quick, man, you got a microphone? You got your earpiece?
I got Bluetooth.
You got 2? Get the microphone a little bit closer. Let me see if I can hear you a little bit clearer because you got a little muffled at the end.
Is that better?
Yeah, better right there.
All right, my man.
Perfect. So you kind of, like I said, you self-taught as far as the rhythms and all that with the hip-hop thing, man. When did you decide that you kind of wanted to get in on the business side? What was the thing that kind of that drew you to that part?
Well, in the beginning, I was signed to, like, when I was like 17, something like that. I was signed to like a subsidiary of Def Jam.
Okay.
And I had just came home from jail, and I sounded like Rakim. We got the same vocal cords and the same style. Yeah. So when I came home, check out my melody came out. Niggas on the block was like, yo, that's you? That's you? You got a song out? I was like, no, I don't. What's the name of the song? I heard the song. I said, nah, that's his other brother from Long Island or wherever he's from. So that's how that came about.
Yeah.
Then I was just like, I think I got shelved because of that. Because we sounded alike, our vocals was alike, we speaking the same kind of God body language. You know what I'm saying? So it never went nowhere. Then I got frustrated. I was like, you know what? There's other parts to being in the music business than being a rapper. That's what most people don't know. I want to rap on a rap. You got so many elements that you could be. I picked management because I know how it feels to be an artist. You dig? So we're sensitive. We think every song we put out is the best song ever. We're going out shit on the radio tomorrow. and then you just recorded it last night. You know, so it's a mentality that an artist has that I have or had. So that's how that goes, man. That's true. That's true story.
Dope. And as far as navigating through this thing, man, because we know in any industry, it's always going to be the snakes in there, man. How do you keep yourself positioned and stay away from those leeches in the game?
I'm not afraid to be different when it comes to. I'm a master marketing person. I went to school for marketing. So just for example, right? I got Fergie Baby water, man.
Yeah.
You tell me what artist has done that. You tell me what artist has done that. I thought that's better than the parking ticket shit. Water, everybody drink water. So I learned how to use my marketing. And I believe when it comes to snakes, I'm a loyal nigga. So like loyalty comes first to me.
Yeah.
If I'm your manager and you my artist and I feel a salt of disloyalty, you out of here. You out of here. Because I can spend my time elsewhere. I'm putting money. I'll be on internet or just promoting my act at least 4 hours a day, every day.
Yeah.
That's another thing artists don't do.
Yeah.
They think they put a record out and put it on SoundCloud, it's supposed to pop.
Yeah.
Nigga, if you don't put no muscle behind that, you don't put no money up behind that, you don't do no guerrilla ass marketing, you ain't going nowhere, bro. And listen, it does happen though. It does happen. But you know, those examples are far few in between. You gotta put your work in, bro. And your management is the captain of the football team, he's the quarterback.
Yeah.
So he throw it to your other team members and let them run with it. If you don't got a team, you got nothing. You can't do it on your own. One hand can't clap. Look.
Exactly.
But together we make noise. Fergie Baby, let's go. What up?
There you go. So let me ask you this, man, because you kind of brought that up too, with the way things are running now with the industry is
But you losing connect. Say it again.
Yeah, I get you. The corporate machine behind you wants you to believe that all you gotta do is throw it up on SoundCloud and you're gonna be famous tomorrow. But you know, me and you both kind of got that old school mentality of you gotta put feet to the pavement. You gotta get out there and you gotta touch the fans and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, man.
So with you being, you know, the generation that you was born and raised in, how hard is it for you to kind of get these newer artists to see that, you know, it's not like that, man. You gotta pass out flyers. You gotta pass out the CDs. You gotta, you know, it's a physical thing. So how's hard is it for you to kind of connect that with the younger generation?
Well, I tell the younger generation this. I don't put this many years in it, my man. The game is sold, not told. I'll leave it at that. I mean, I'll give you little tidbits. You know, when you come on as a manager, you got to prove yourself to the artist because you work for the artist. We don't work for you. So you got to prove yourself. So I make sure I prove myself. I show you what I can do, and then and then they're like, oh, shit.
Definitely.
I got a golden dude right here. I fucks with him. You know, and then we sign paperwork and we keep it moving. Paperwork.
Paperwork. Yeah. How important is that paperwork, man? Because we seen
very important, man. Shout out to Fly Tie. This is what he told me the other day. He said, sooner or later, every artist is going to say this to their manager. You didn't do nothing for me. Word. Word. On them hours, on them things, on them phone calls, all that shit. Nah, bro. You know what I mean? So if your paperwork ain't right, guess what? You got nothing. You got nothing. You might have a paper trail from emails, you know, this, that, and the third. But if I can't trust you, dog, I'm not signing. You're not signing with me anyway. Yeah. You know, that's just me, bro.
Hey, like I tell people, in 99.9% of those court cases, that paperwork is gonna win every time.
Hey, paperwork gonna win over email.
Exactly. And we've seen it on both sides. We've seen it with De La Soul going through it with Tommy Boy Records, and we see it now with some of the young artists. They just signing contracts and they don't know what they're signing. So
360's fucking them up.
Exactly. All rights, all that stuff.
If they push you with a 360, your manager don't know no better.
Yeah.
Ask them area.
Yeah. Exactly.
Don't just sign that, bro.
Yeah. So as far as on the management side, man, is that something that you help the artists with when it comes to these contracts and all that? Is that part of your quote unquote job descriptions that you would do?
Of course, I'm versed in contracts.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I have attorneys on my team. I got DR Period as my mentor. 30 million records. Shout out to DR once again. So if I get in a situation I'm not sure how to navigate, DR, this is what's going on. He gonna say do A, B, C, and D. Yeah. And let me tell you something about knowing people, right? People be like, yo, it's not what you know, it's who you know.
No, exactly.
But what I say is, it's not who you know, it's if they know you. And they don't pick up the phone when you call, nigga, they don't know you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know people and people know me.
Yeah.
I'm talking shit because I'm humble. But I'm just saying, it took years to get to this level, bro. True story.
Exactly. Especially somebody at your caliber who's been in the game for a while, man. It's like you don't have to flex on people, you know.
No.
You don't have to do that. But people in this industry now, they feel like you got to do that to try to prove a point. You don't, man. You don't. Because I'm pretty sure you could walk in any building right now up there and do business with no problem.
That's correct. That is correct. But it came from failures, practices, being uncertain. You learn from these things. Fergie's not my first artist I managed. I managed a few artists before him. Now I got it right. But it took years, bro. It took years, man.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to be in the position that I'm in. Let me take a sip of Fergie water. Fergie Baby water gives you bars. See, if you drink this, you got bars now.
So let's talk about Fergie Baby, man. Like I said, he's the new generation coming up, man. How hard is it for you to kind of, not hard for you to connect with him, but how did it first start out with him when you guys linked up? Was he instantly on board, or did you kind of have to kind of show him your track record a little bit?
I knew his family first.
Okay.
So I'm connected that way. And then I was like, I ain't gonna push no contract on you, fam. Let me show you what I could do without a contract. And after that, he was like, whoa, you know my family, I could trust you. I see how you move. You took me places that, other people said they could do. We walked indoors. But he do his own thing too. Let me shout out Fergie Baby. We move as a unit, but independently as an artist, he grinds, man. He got his own interview with Universal Republic Records. That's what the A&R, I ain't gonna say his name because people gonna shout him out and try to call him or whatever. The head A&R of Urban, of Universal, called us. We went down to the meeting. We played bleachers. The dude was singing every word.
Yeah.
He was like, yo, I like this part of the video. So I was like, yo, fam, what do you think we need to do to blow better? Like, what y'all look for him? So I threw it right back on him. And he said, you need to do A, B, C, and D. And I'm not going to tell y'all what that is. And we've been doing it, and it's working. So shout out to Universal Republic. If they sign him, they sign him. I said, Ferg, what do you want to do?
Yeah.
He said, I want to see when it comes. But back to him, he's a working dude, man. He set his own shows up. He got a team, too. We all one team. Again, I'm the quarterback. But everybody worked together. It's like 20 of us. It ain't just me, you know? You got to have a team. You got to have a team, bro.
So for somebody in your position, like I said, behind the scenes who kind of help the artists out, man, how important is it to have that quarterback on that team as opposed to letting the artist control everything? How important is it for you to take that pressure off him to help him focus more on the art and let you kind of help him out with the business end?
Well, I'm the buffer between him and everybody else. So if you want to talk to him, you got to go through me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's one. So that takes the pressure off. And my thing is first, learn the business. Keep writing while you're hungry. Because once you really, really pop, you're going to lose that hunger. So write it all down now, bro. And that's what he do. He listens, man. He's not like, and then you know what else keeps me into him, bro? He's the same age as my son. So I'm in tune with that part of that generation. I got kids his age. So they keep me into it. They be like, Daddy, are you up on Snapchat? And I'm like, no, let me teach you, Daddy. Are you up on Instagram? Yeah, I am. But, they show me things that the new generation already knows. They was born with cell phones in their hand, bro. I had a beeper growing up. So it's a different thing. So once you can speak the language and be part of that generation and still have the knowledge that you have, it's a win-win, bro.
Bridge the gap. You got to bridge
the gap. Yeah, bridge the gap, man. We got to teach them, but we got to learn from them too.
I definitely, man. I'm constantly learning from the younger generation. I got a 18-year-old stepson, and he teaches me so many things, man, all the time. And I try to incorporate that in this program, man, because they the ones who spend the money, man. They the ones who buy the music. They listen to the music. So, I just teach him about the past, and I teach him about how we got here. You know what I mean? I think that's my job here. It's just how do we get to this point? You teach me where we can go. You know what I mean?
The basics. You said it. You just said it, bro. Yo, I love you, bro. Shout out. Definitely, man.
So let's talk about Fergie Baby, man. What we got planned for Fergie Baby this year in 2019?
Well, 2019, I asked him a question. I said, you want to be indie or you want to be signed? He's like, let's see where it goes. You know what I'm saying? I'm open to that. We just tore out SOBs. I don't know if you've seen the footage, man. In the beginning, he was like, yo, I want to do SOBs. I want to do SOBs. He set that up on his own, and we shut it down, bro. He had the whole crowd singing every song he spit. And that's footage on that. That ain't no joke. So, you know, I went and spoke to the owner, the manager of SOBs. He was like, yo, I said, I want him to open up a bigger act. He was like, okay, So that's working out. Collabos with other bigger artists. Like we did a collabo with Fred the Godson. Crazy. The video gonna pop sooner or later. Collabos with like somebody, I forgot the dude's name. Wasn't A Boogie? It's another dude that's out right now. Her Street Code, that's the song we pushing right now. Ask him for the track, he gonna get on it. So basically collabos, features, a lot, man. It's just like, and you know what, not for nothing, you gotta move with the energy of God, bro. When God put an opportunity in your face, jump on it. Don't wait. Don't let nobody talk you out of it. If he put that spirit in you, run with it.
Exactly.
I don't give a fuck this nigga be like, if I was you, you ain't me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Niggas like, don't do the waters. Fine.
That's funny you said that.
I got the shit in stores, bro. The water is in stores. Because I know store owners. I was like, yo, would you carry my product? He was like, yeah. Give me how many you got? I said, I got as many as you need. He was like, I'll put it in the fridges. And they're selling.
Yeah.
Merchandising, marketing, branding. These are the things that people need to know, bro.
Merch is important, man. Merch is important.
So when we go to shows, guess what I'm selling? Fergie Baby waters.
Exactly.
Or they don't let me sell it in the club because SOBs didn't let me sell it in the club. So guess what? We packed the club, first of all. So while niggas was leaving, I was handing them out. Now everybody got a Fergie Baby water. It's just like smart, man. Marketing.
Yeah, because that's what I say. I say now, since we're in the digital age, man, those physical copies for some people don't hold as much weight. So you got to get your name out there some other way, you know?
Yeah. Don't sleep on CDs, DJ Kawon, because long as cars got CD players, you can still sell CDs. That's not your only platform, right?
Exactly.
There's other things, but be in tune with that too until it's obsolete. If they're not obsolete yet.
No, yeah, definitely. I still enjoy the physical copy. I still like reading credits and all that. So.
Me too, right? Ain't that the shit? I was like, yo, that's how you find out who wrote the shit. But sometimes it don't be that hard. It'll be somebody else, unless they got an exclusive, non-disclosure. And it just got paid out right, you know.
That's part of the game. That the corporates don't want you to know all that information, so that's why they don't want you to know.
It comes out anyway, bro. It comes out anyway.
Another conversation for another day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I ain't gonna go there, man. They ain't ready.
So let me ask you this, man. What are you at this point in your career, man? What are you most proud of right now? I think some of the things that you've accomplished. What's your number one thing so far that you really are
my number one thing about Fergie Baby is he's a college graduate. He graduated Penn State University, so he's no dummy. You know, the number two is he has a strong fan base in Harlem and all over. People actually come out to see him perform. We could pack a club, no problem. You know, you got certain people they'll show up if it's free, but if it's like $20, they're like $8. I ain't coming, you know what I'm saying? But these people will come and they'll pay to see him. You know what I mean? That's a beautiful thing. I love the fact that he's humble, man. He's not one of these people that walk around trying to. He know about the streets, but he ain't trying to be in the streets. He's trying to do music, bro. That's it, man. See his, you know what I mean? And I love him. He's like a son. He's like a son of mine. But he's not. But I feel that way. I don't treat him like that because, you know, like, who are you talking to like that? So I don't come at him that way, but that's how I feel in my heart, man. I love my artist. And as a manager, you have to, I believe in him just as much as he believes in him. You did? That's manager. That's a real manager. I could be the hype man right now. Anytime he's performing, I could jump on stage and be the hype man if his hype man don't show up.
Yeah,
I'm there. I got him.
Definitely. So outside of Fergie, you gonna start working with any other artists, or is he kind of your main priority right now?
He's my main focus right now. I mean, I got another artist. Her name is Valentina from North Carolina. I managed her and a few acts before her. But, you know, she got married, she had a baby, she was like, Verry, I'm going to take a break. I was like, okay. And then, you know, through Fergie's family, they was like, take a listen to him. And I was like, first time I heard was Bleachers. They had just popped. I was like, that's dope.
Yeah.
And, you know, we took it from there.
So let me ask you this, since you're a seasoned veteran, man, for those maybe who come out.
I wouldn't say that. I'm going to make mistakes along the way, bro. I don't know everything. I just know a little bit about a lot. That's it.
So for those who coming up, man, and they may want to, you know, they give you some advice. What's one of the first things that you would give them as far as advice? What's one of the main things you would tell them?
Advice in what perspective we're talking?
In your role, if somebody wants to come up and be kind of in the role that you're taking in the industry, And
As
they
a manager?
Yeah.
Learn the business.
Mm-hmm.
You may not know everything, but have knowledge of something. Get an attorney that represents you as the artist manager.
Mm-hmm.
And, I don't know, just, don't be afraid to make a mistake, bro. You're going to make them. You're going to make them. But you learn, and you build, and you destroy. You get it?
Exactly. Don't be afraid to make a mistake, right?
Nope. And don't let nobody talk you out your idea, bro.
Never. That's funny you say that.
In my head, I'm running with it.
That's always what I preach too, because I have people ask me, why did I start this and this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, just because I didn't say no. Like I made a conscious effort to say, I'm not outside of anything illegal. I'm not going to say no when an opportunity knocks, man. You got to do it.
Basic.
Never say no, because you never know. You know what I mean?
Yep. For everything.
You drink to that. Dope, man. Well,
bro.
There you go. All right, man. Anybody you want to shout out before we get up out of here, man? Because I do appreciate your time tonight, man. I definitely appreciate this.
Yeah, man. I just definitely want to shout out Fergie. But I love you, man. You know that, and I'm here. You know what I mean? We're gonna take this worldwide. Of course, shout out to DR Period, Rock Boy Records, Fly Tie. You already know. Shout out to my assistant, Venom, boss. So shout out to that's it, man. Just shout out to you, first of all, for allowing me this platform to have this convo. And that's it, man. I'll keep it at that. If you want to reach out to me, email me at vrmanagement, like Victor Randy Management, at gmail.com. You can catch me on Instagram at Verry Richmon. That's VerryRichmon. We're on all platforms, but most of all, follow Fergie.Baby. See what he about. Embrace this brother. Harlem, stand up. I appreciate the love and support. And if you're not a fan by now, I hope you will be one day. You feel me?
Definitely. I need to send you a copy of the link to the mixtape, because we actually did a mixtape show, 2018 mixtape, and Fergie made that mixtape. So I got to send you.
Oh, well, see, I don't even know, bro. See?
Yeah.
That's good. He probably know. I probably.
Okay, I'll send you the link for that so you take a listen to it, man, because he made the 2018 cut, man. And like I said, bro, if anything you guys got to promote, man, just let us know, man. We bring him back on anytime, man.
Yo, God bless you, man. Thank you so much, man. We humbled by your opportunity, okay?
All day, bro. All day, man. You're a Queens guy, so I'm a Far Rock guy, so we like family.
Southside, shout out to 50, man.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the homie Verry Richmon, man. He's family right now, man. Doing this thing behind the scenes. That's what this podcast is about. That's what this interviews are going to be about. We want to talk to the people behind the scenes who are helping these artists make it to their dreams, man. And we appreciate people like yourself, sir. So thanks a lot for everything you do, man. And like I said, man, keep doing work, bro. We got you.
Thank you, brother. Peace out.
Thank you, man. Peace.
All right, one. Peace.